Welcome to the Vibrant Good Health Show. And I'm here tonight. We're going to talk about what what does if you were to reboot your health, what would that look like? That's basically what we're going to talk about. And so as you come in, make sure you share this broadcast out. After that, let me know where you're coming in from. I'm coming in from the Chicagoland area, and I like to know where you're coming in from so I can shout you out. Tag someone, invite somebody in so we can have a discussion. I would love to hear your point of view tonight on this subject. So, you know that we're here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And tonight I had to reschedule it to a different time because of a different show that was going to be taking place at 6 o'clock, and it got rescheduled. So, you know what? I had to put a post out and said, you know what? If you can't change the flow, then you flow with the change. That's all. That's what life is all about. Some things you can change and some things you cannot. And you have to be okay with that. So let me know again who you are. If you put it in the comment, I'll be able to see who you are. And so I can shout you out. If you're coming in on let's see, on LinkedIn, make sure you connect with me on Facebook. Make sure that we're connected as well. And then on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to my page. Even those of you from LinkedIn and Facebook, if you could just jump over to YouTube and subscribe to my page, I sure would love that. And if you have a YouTube page, I wouldn't mind to subscribe back to you as well. So I'm going to give a little time so that you can share the broadcast out, type in your comment to let me know where you're coming in from. And that'll give us a little bit of time to get some more people in the room before we start this great subject on tonight. And again, it is what would a reboot to your health look like? And it may be different things for different people. So I'm going to go ahead, give us a chance to share this out. And then we're going to come on back in and get started with this conversation. Hi, busy women leaders. I'm talking to you. Are you juggling your family, your business, your career, and your health? Afraid that if just one ball drops to the ground, everything could fall apart because everybody's looking at you. You're stressed and overwhelmed. You're looking for answers, for help that's real help, for solutions. I have Vibrant Life Solutions that can help you. I am Hillary Gooden, the Vibrant Life Coach, author, speaker, lymphologist, and pastor. I empower busy women leaders with strategies to reduce stress and anxiety while increasing energy, clarity of mind, better sleep, better health, and vitality. Oh yeah, and boost your immunity. If you're ready for that, you say, you know, I need that in my life right now. Let's connect. You can reach me at www.hillarygooden.com. You can direct message me on Facebook or LinkedIn at Hillary Gooden. Or else if you would like to get on a free 20-minute strategy call, a clarity call, go to bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. That's bit.ly/Hillary Gooden. I absolutely believe you got the power to help your body, help you live a more vibrant life. All right. So as you can see, I was doing the same thing that I was asking of you, and that is to share this broadcast out. So what would a reboot to your health look like? And if you're hearing this and you're there in the on watching live, or if you're watching the replay, just put in the comments, you know, if you could think of one word, what would a reboot to your health look like for you? What would you be able to do that would be easier, or you're not able to do it now, what would that be? And again, there would be different things for different people. And now is a great time. Now is a great time to think about rebooting, and what's some other, I was thinking about it, you say reboot, and I just got some other words here that mean all of the same thing pretty much. You want to reboot, you want to restart. It may be that you used to do something that you're no longer doing, and if you restarted that one thing, or that key thing, it will help to change your health for the better. And when change it now, because we don't have to wait. Everybody, we do not have to wait until January 2022 to start thinking about resolutions, which most people, it triggers in your brain that, oh, we're going to do something fast, quick, and in a hurry for about 30 days, and then it's okay to drop off from it. But when you're talking about rebooting, restarting, you're talking about doing something now. That's what I'm talking about, doing something now, starting something now, restarting something now. If you want to be rejuvenated, that means you have to do something that's going to take you to another level, or do something that's going to bring back that vitality. When I think of the word rejuvenate, I think of vitality, that just feeling youthful, feeling, energetic, feeling all is well. All is well. It reminds me of another word, homeostasis. And homeostasis is when all the systems of the body are working the way God intended. All is well. You have peace in your mind, peace in your body, peace in your spirit, the way God intended. And then, you talk about reestablishing again, reestablish. Maybe it's a workout that you used to do, a 5-minute workout. It's amazing that it does not have to be something so strenuous or so hard or so over the top. Those little things that you can tweak here and there can make a difference in your health and helping your health to move into the right direction, to better, to best, to better than it is right now. You want to kickstart. It's like kickstarting it to be better, to be like when you was feeling good. What were you doing then? That's different from what's happening now in your life. Hey, Derek Allen's joining me. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Yes, God bless you. God bless you today as well. And so, what is that thing that you can do? Maybe it could be drinking a little more water, every day, boosting up your quota. You may say, well, they say you should drink a gallon of water. Oh my God, that's a lot of water. But try drinking a glass more than you did yesterday for a week or something like that. Maybe adding fruits and vegetables to your diet. Start with the fruits and vegetables that you like. Sometimes we go all out, go to the grocery store, say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to restart this. I'm going to reestablish my eating the way when I was eating healthier. I'm going to go to the store and buy all these fruits and vegetables, and I'm going to just chomp, 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 chomp. And you find, oh, you know what? I don't really like that. But they say it's good for you, but it's hard for me to get it down. I'm going to try these green smoothies, and I'm going to put all this stuff in there, and oh, the color green just grosses me out. Some people can't get past the color of green. See, I got a lot of green behind me today. But I found I used to be that way. I don't know if you used to be that way about a green drink. Put a 1 in the comment. Cause like, what's green? That seems it must be nasty. But I found it depends on what you put in the smoothie. Right? You could have a green drink, a green smoothie that's sweet, that's fruity, something that you enjoy. So start with what you like, what you like and will consume. Like me, when it comes to apples, this is a great time for apples. And apples is a good way of gaining fiber, you know, and you can eat apples. They have so many varieties of apples. I don't know if you have a favorite apple. My favorite is the Granny Smith. That's the green one because it's sweet and tart. And I love that sweet tart. And to try to boost it up a little bit, I'll take some peanut butter and I'll eat a little peanut butter and to use that to put on to kind of spread on my apples. This is really weird. When it comes to apples, I have to slice them up just to bite into an apple. I don't know. It's something about that that just don't move me, and that's an apple that won't get eaten. But if I slice it up into little wedges, cut out the seed part and cut it into little wedges, I don't know why I enjoy that so much more. So for me, if I'm going to eat that apple, and because I know apples are good for you, you know the old saying, "An apple a day." What's the saying? An apple a day. Tell me in the comments what's the other part of that. An apple a day, blank. An apple a day. Well, it's actually four blanks. Blank, blank, blank. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Thank you, Alan. Derek. Absolutely. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And then you think about some of you may have heard about uh and Laverne said, I slice my apples too. It's just really weird. I was thinking about it last night as I was eating the apple, and I got so tickled at my own self, said, you know what? I can't eat this apple like this. I gotta stop and slice it up. I don't have to take the skin off of it, but I just have to have it sliced into little wedges. And it just seemed like it's so refreshing. Just like when they have at McDonald's. I've seen it at McDonald's where they have the apple slices for the mostly for the children, the kids' meals, and they're sliced into little wedges. It's something about that finger food, or I don't know what that is. It's some kind of psychology thing going on there. But whatever works for you in order to get it in you. Because one thing I realize as far as when it comes to food, comes to drinking enough water, it's not enough to have the glass of water sitting there and you're not drinking it. It's got to be on the inside of your body to make a difference. So, however, it's going to help you to drink your water. Maybe you like drinking your water with a straw. Maybe you like drinking it with a little ice. Whatever it is, do that. Reestablish that thing that gets you to doing what's good for your body. And don't wait till 2022. Start now. Start now. You want to feel better. Why wait to feel better in what we got about 60 days or something, like a little over 60 days? Why wait? Start now so that by the time 2022 comes in, it's just like starting off with a fast walk into a jog, that's comfortable, a good pace for you. You want to enter into 2022 already ready, already ready, doing those things that's going to help you to help your body, help you. The way God got this all figured out is that our body knows what to do to keep us healthy and whole and alive, but it needs a little help. We have a responsibility to our bodies to do that thing like drinking water, eating fruits, fresh fruits and vegetables. This helps the body to do what God already intended for it to do. The body knows what to do with that water. Your whole being is made up of over 70% water, from your brain, all of your cells. Each cell has a certain amount of water. And guess what? You're made up of trillions of cells. They need water. Do your body good. Derek says, eating with a friend or another person is enjoyable. That is very true. And I think that's why a lot of people missed it, but we got restaurants and things opening up now. And I did talk to some people who found time to eat with their families, like over Zoom. They had Sunday brunches and stuff like that, where they met with family members that they would not have otherwise been doing because they're out of town. But this gave them an avenue to be able to spend time together and talking and laughing and sharing what they cooked, for the meal. And so, whatever is going to help you to help your body, Your body said, if you get me some fresh fruits and vegetables in here, some nuts and seeds, some green stuff, guess what? I know exactly what to do with it. It's okay, sometimes it's you say, well, I need to be vegan. No, you just need to tweak in order to reboot, reset your body. That's one word I forgot with my re's. I got a cluster of re's. Reboot, restart, reset just came to my mind. I don't know if it's something here. You see something came to your mind that you don't see here. Put it in the comments. But it said rejuvenate, reestablish, reinstate. When you get something gets reinstated, it existed before. It existed before. So it may be that you may be going through a lot of stress and anxiety, overwhelm that's affecting your eating patterns, your exercise patterns, your prayer time, your spending time with the Lord, just in his presence. All of those things uh, are can affect your health, your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health. When something is not in balance, it's going to affect the other parts of who you are. Yeah. So you want to reboot so you can reset. And you know when is the time to reset? Somebody tell me, when is the time to reset? Just put in the comment what you think is the time to reset. Let's see if we're on the same page here. So to reinstate, to renew. You want to renew, just like people that renew their vows, renew their wedding vows. Uh, Elder Laverne Roberts on here that's watching. She and her husband renewed their wedding vows on their 50th anniversary, and it was so touching, so moving, because a lot of people don't make it to 50 years these days. So it was just really a beautiful thing to recommit. That's another word that I don't have here. But they recommitted by renewing their vows. I still love you today, even through everything that we've gone through and we've come through. I would still do it again today. And what is that you need to look in the mirror and tell that person, you know what? I still love you. And I'm going to recommit to doing something, even if it's just a little thing. I'm going to recommit to doing that because I love you and I want you to be healthy and whole for years to come. I don't want to be the reason why we're not in good health. Oh, there we go. Derek said jumpstart and boost off with Jesus first. I love that. Absolutely love it. Yes, and we have to put Jesus as he's our all in all. He's the one that's already made a way. He's the one that's already made a way for us to walk in good health. He's in the Bible. It says, "Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper in every area of your life, and that you have good health." And you see, I just said to have vibrant good health, even as your soul prospers. He wants us to prosper in all areas of our lives, in our spirit, in our body, and in everything else that concerns us. You know, praise Him. To start again. Yes, to restart, to start again. Absolutely. And that's Elder Robert said, to start again. We just have to be easy on ourselves. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves that we don't get it right today. Okay, you get a chance to get it right tomorrow. Don't beat yourself up. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself, because you deserve that love that you give to other people. You deserve that love from you too. That makes sense? I hope that makes sense. You deserve your love as well. We know Jesus loves us, But sometimes we don't love ourselves the way God intended for us to. Because when we love ourselves, we're going to do those things that are good for us. You recognize that, you know what? I can do better. I used to have a saying, a sign in my office when I worked, and I printed this sign up and I made it really decorative, and I gave one to each of my staff. And each staff had it near in their office or in their where they had their desk. And it was simply, have you done your best today? We can't, if you didn't do your best yesterday, okay, you get a chance to get it right or do your best today. And nobody answered the question about when is the best time? When is the best time to restart, to start again, to jumpstart, to boost off with Jesus? When is the best time to do that? Let's put it in the comments. What comes to your mind? When is the best time? Is it day after tomorrow? When is the best time? And so I'm saying all of this stuff because we're coming to the end of the year. And maybe some things that you started off this year saying, you know what, I'm going to do this, thus, and so for my health, for my mental, my emotional self, for my mental state, for my well-being, so I can have peace in my mind and peace in my body. And I started off good. I was walking every day. I was drinking more water every day. I was tracking it. And somewhere along the way, I just got away from it. And man, those 3 donuts I had yesterday were really good. But I should have chose, I should have maybe ate a salad later, but I didn't. I was too full. There we go. Elder Robert said, right now. That's it. That is the answer that I was thinking of. Now is always the best time. Now is always the acceptable time, the right time, the best time to make change. I posted, I talked about it at the top of the broadcast that I put out a quote today after I was supposed to be interviewed on another show. And something came up that was how can I say, there was no way around it. So she couldn't broadcast her show to do the interview. And she called me ahead of time and said, listen, I'm not going to be able to do it. This and thus came up. And I was like, I get it. I understand it. Okay, we reschedule. And the thing is, sometimes people get all bent out of shape, all bent out of shape when things don't go according to plans. We have to learn how to flow. If you started out doing the right thing, listen, you can restart. You can restart. You can start again. You can reestablish a new plan. Maybe you made it too hard trying to do too much because you was gung-ho. Start by doing something that's doable, that you know you can do, because then when you do that, it gets to the next thing I have down the line here. So I'm not going to talk about that yet. But it helps you to get started again. Reopen your mind to it. You may say, you know what, this is just too hard. I guess I look all right. I'm not going to worry about it. But in your heart, you know that there's something you desire to do for your health. You desire to lose a few pounds. You desire to be able to be stress free, even with things going on around you. How can I be at peace in the midst of stuff that causes me to get anxious? And when I get anxious, I end up not eating right. And when I don't eat right, I can't sleep right. When I can't sleep right, I get frustrated. When I get so frustrated and it's going on, I start getting depressed. It can be a vicious cycle. But guess what? You got the power to totally disrupt any vicious cycles like that in your life. that's affecting your mental health, your spiritual health, and your physical health. They are intertwined. Sometimes we think they're separate in separate compartments. No, they affect each other. So you want to find a balance. And in finding the balance, it reminds me of driving a car. If you drive, they tell you to put your hand on 10 and 2. On 10 and 2. Sometimes you ride back and you're cool, one hand on the steering wheel, but 10 and 2. And you're driving down a straight street. But are you just driving 10 and 2 straight like this with the steering wheel? No. Sometimes you have to move the wheel just ever so slightly, just even to keep the car going straight. That's how it is when you're going to reinstate, renew some ways that you know to do. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to make a drastic turn. Just find your way, find your balance where you can do that for a while. He said, well, you know what? I got this. Maybe I could pick up the speed on this, or maybe I could add something else to it that I like. Maybe I can go for a walk. I'm not going to go 10 miles. Let's say I go around the block 2 times. You know, start where you are. Start with what's doable. And be kind to yourself. Give yourself some claps when you know you've done something past what you've been doing, and you can see yourself. You can see yourself going in that direction that you really desire to be going in. Yes, be kind to you. So then we said restore, resume. It may be even in resuming and even in restoring, when you're going to restore something, you're restoring what was, but you might want to restart, or you might want to begin over with a whole new plan. Begin over with a whole new plan. Or you could begin over where you left off, and just be kind to yourself and know that it's okay. I'm okay with this. Now I have right now to make a decision to do my best. And I'm doing my best for me, because when I'm all well and in my well-being is intact, I am more able to help those people that maybe depend on me, like your husband, your wife, your children, your family at large, your business, those people that work for you or with you on your job. You're able to show up. You're not taking days off, all sick and worn out and tired and depressed, but you're able to show up ready to do what it is you are paid to do, and do your best. And your best is better because your health is better. How about that? Your best can be better. And it can be better now. You don't have to wait to 2022. And so I'm really bringing all of this up because I have a 5-week program, a 6-week program coming up, starting on November the 13th. And it is called Reboot. Reboot Your Health from the Inside Out. And it's about all of this stuff here, really. What are some of the different ways that you can reboot your health from the inside out? It's not always about what you're putting in the body. It's about some of those things happening on the inside. And when I talk about that, we're talking about your thoughts, the words that you speak. We don't always associate our health with the words that we speak, with the thoughts that we allow our mind to entertain. Sometimes you allow your mind to entertain thoughts that are not helpful to you and your health. And you wonder, why is it I have these migraine headaches? Why is it I got these aches and pains? And when I go to the doctor, they tell me they don't see anything. That don't make sense. It hurts right here. It hurts right here. It may be something that's not related. It may be something that is based on the words you speak and the thoughts that you're thinking. And guess what? Now Right now is the acceptable time. Right now is the best time to change that too. And you will find that you'll be at peace. You'll have more peace in your life. And when I say peace, I think about peace in my mind, peace in my spirit, and peace in my body, peace at a cellular level. Because when we're stressed out, overwhelmed, and we're not really dealing with it, it's dealing with us, it's dealing with you. You will find your health, it's going to show up in your health some kind of way. Some kind of way it will show up in your health. And now is the time to find strategies to use different things that you can do, that you're well able to do to change that. And so that's why we have this reboot your health from the inside out. Let me see if I can find my flyer right quick so I can show you. So when you see it, even today, as I'm talking about this, if this is something that you say, you know what, and it's a group, this is a group um, program. Sometimes you may be one that likes to work in a group setting. And if that's you, that's wonderful. You know, when you can work with other people that are dealing with some of the same issues that you're dealing with, some people to hold you accountable, to support you as you're learning these different techniques and as you're using them. And even in a 6-week time, you'd be surprised how you can begin to reset, reestablish, reboot your health from the inside out now, starting November the 13th. We don't have to wait until the end of the year, until the beginning of the next year, 2022, before you start doing something for yourself. You want your health to be better now. You want your physical health, your mental self, your emotional self to be well. Sometimes you ask someone, how you doing? Say, all is well. Can you say all is well with you, with your body, mind, and spirit? If you can't, and you desire to be able to say that for a truth, for a fact, then put reboot in the comment and I'll send you the details on it. I did not see my flyer there. My goodness. Let me see. Did I put it over here? Uh, Again, this is Reboot Your Health from the Inside Out, starting November the 13th. And it's going to go for 6 weeks. And it is a group program. And for more details, just put Reboot in the comments. You can direct message me, Reboot, and I will get the details to you. Absolutely. Because you know what? Now is the time. I just love when we can come together and we can begin to see that, you know what? It's not it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's not as hard as I conjured it up in my mind. Hey, Kathy, thank you for coming in. She's also in Chicagoland. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. And I see you with the reboot. Thank you for coming in. And guys, make sure that you share this broadcast out if you haven't already shared it. I appreciate that. Even for those that will watch it and see the replay, now is the time. Now is always the best time for change. The comment that I had earlier, the quote that I had earlier was, if you can't if you can't change the flow with the change. It reminds me of a little book. Somebody, I was telling my mother about this not that long ago, that I got a Christmas present one year. Thank you. She says, blessings from Chicago, Kathy. Thank you so much. I got a Christmas present one year, and thank you. She said, now is the best time for change. Thank you for putting that in there, because that's what I absolutely believe. We were talking about, I don't know how we were talking about Christmas gifts or something, and it reminded me of this guy one year. He pulled my name, and when it was time in the grab bag at work, to get the open my gift, when I got my gift from under the tree, and I was like, oh, okay, let me open it up. And I was looking, it was small, and I was thinking, what is this? It was a book, and I thought to myself, he gave me a book. Why did he give me a book? I just thought that was the oddest. I thought that was the oddest gift. I've since gotten other books at Christmas time, and I'm okay with that now. But that particular time, I just thought it was weird. But then the name of the book was Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And it's all small stuff. That was the best book that I could have used. And that book stayed on my shelf in my office, because there were many times I had to pull that book down and read through some of those little short stories to let me put things in the right perspective. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. This was written by a man who found out he had stage 4 cancer. He only had so many months to live, and he became all right with that. And he began to write and write. He wanted to write out different wisdom nuggets that he had gleaned over the years from situations, and it's the kind of stuff that we all can find ourselves going through at one point or another in our lives. And those little short stories helped me so much as a leader. It helped me to be a better leader, a better person. So I say to you, when it comes to rebooting your health, don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff. Don't try to eat the whole uh, watermelon. You don't want to eat the whole elephant. Like they say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. One bite at a time. Don't try to take it all. It's not going to work. You'll get overwhelmed and you'll stop and you'll beat yourself up. You'll feel bad for beating yourself up, and then you go into another vicious cycle. Let's stop that. Let's get off of that train and get on the east train right on into 2022. Coasting, ready. So, this is really pretty much what I wanted to talk about tonight, because again, I have this course coming up. It's for 6 weeks, and that's enough time, actually. That is enough time to be able to meet some expectations that you would have. Like if you want to decrease your anxiety, decrease depression, decrease fatigue, not being able to sleep, being tired, you know, and fatigue and insomnia are two different things. I think when you're fatigued, you're just so tired. There were so many days, and if this is happening, you put a 2 in the comment. There were so many days when I was working, but there are some days like that for me now, when my mind feel like my brain is just tired. It's fatigued. I just can't. I feel like I just can't. I need to go lay down and take a nap and let myself regroup and reset to take on the next day. I don't know if that ever happens to you. Put a 2 in the comment. I cannot be the only one that gets so tired, not physically sometimes, but mentally, just from sometimes overthinking things, or just having so much to do, so many decisions to make, that it makes you feel tired day after day. And if that's happening, uh, and that is happening day after day after day, oh wow, we need to do something about that, because that can affect your health at a cellular level. And then that adds up over time. Okay, so I see I'm not the only one. Thank you, ladies, so much. I am not the only one. That can affect our health over time. You've heard me say it before if you listen to my broadcast. When we do things uh, like allowing our body to be in overwhelm and be in anxiety day after day after day, it's like committing suicide just a little bit every day. because that's not normal. That's not what God intended. He intended for us to have a certain level of health and peace in our bodies, in our minds, in our spirits. And when we go into overdrive day after day after day, it's it's releasing different chemicals in the bodies that's only meant for emergencies, not for daily living. That release of those different chemicals that are what do they call them? Stress hormones that get uh, di- released, and that buildup can cause different illnesses that they're given names to. When really what you need to do is figure out, how can I have more peaceful days than stressful days, no matter what is going on? That's the kind of stuff we're going to deal with in that 6 weeks. And I'm telling you, it's so amazing that it doesn't have to be um, over the top. It could be that thing that you just thought, really? Why didn't I think of that? And so that's why we're doing it, because we're going to leave 2021 in a better state, reboot it, and then learn how to maintain that for a lifetime, not just for 6 weeks, but for a lifetime. When you can do better, when you know better, when you have different strategies, tools, and techniques, things that you can, what are some of our words that you can reestablish, that you can cause to happen right now. And if your now is a week from now, you can do it then. Over in 2022 in February, maybe you hit a rough patch, you can use those strategies again and again and again, and share with people that you know and love as well. And let's see, Laverne says, it did affect my health. Exactly. God, when we have uh, anxiety and we have stress and we deal with that thing, our bodies let off this stress hormones and cortisol to help us to handle what we need to deal with the situation. And then we come back to a state of peace and calm. That's what should happen. But if that's not what is happening, you need to be in this reboot your health from the inside out for these 6 weeks, and be amazed at how you got the power. You already got the power to help your body, help you to have that peace, help you to have that less stress, help you to be able to deal with those situations in a way that is not going to cause that release of all of these different chemicals that are meant for emergencies. And if you're living in emergency mode day after day, please sign up. Please say reboot in the comments, and I'll make sure you get the information. So I don't know if you have any questions for me, or if you do, you can put it in the comments. And I wanted to also say, I had one other thing that I wanted to say, as far as uh, when you can deal with the decrease in the anxiety and the stress, the depression, fatigue, insomnia, those type of things, it helps to build up your confidence that, wow, I do have the power to do this. I thought it was, in the pill, or I thought it was, in something only because maybe certain people got this power to do this. No, we all. I got the power, you got the power to help your body help you. And when your confidence is built up, when you start seeing results that are positive, that are bringing more peace into your life, even in the midst of the same things going on, but now it don't seem to stress you in the same way. That builds your confidence to continue in that way. That builds your confidence where you'll tell somebody else, help somebody else out with what you found that you can do, you know? And so it's nothing. I know that as my confidence has grown even from being a very shy person to being a leader, when I always just wanted to be the one in the background. I will help the leader, but God said, no, I've chosen you to be a leader. That caused a lot of stress for me for a long time. And I'm so glad that I've came to a point where I said okay to that. And then I had to start finding ways to deal with the anxiety that would happen sometimes. And sometimes the anxiety still may happen, or stress will happen, because life happens, stuff happens, but it shouldn't take you out and it shouldn't take you down. And if it shouldn't take you down for long. I talk about that ball that they didn't call, it's not a ball, it's a plastic, um oh, I don't know what they call it. It's a plastic, uh it was a toy. I think it was, you would call it a toy. It had sand in the bottom. It was shaped like a little, supposed to be like a little man painted on this plastic bubble with sand in the bottom. And kids would hit it. And sometimes they hit it so hard that that man would go down, but he always bounced back. He always bounced back. And you want to learn strategies that you can use that's going to always help you to bounce back. Sometimes it seems like it's going to take you out, but God calls you to bounce back. But some strategies that you found out help you to bounce back. They ain't going to take you out for long. So I appreciate you all being here with me. I wish I could have brought up my flyer. I'm going to try it one more time, but it's called Reboot Your Health from the Inside Out, starting November the 13th. That's a Saturday. It's going to be in the morning time. And let's see, it's going to be in the morning on 6 Saturdays coming up, starting November the 13th. And so if you want to know more information about that, just put reboot in the comment. I'm speaking to you as my replay viewers as well. Put reboot in the comment, and I will make sure you get the information, the details. And so thank you for all that have come in. Thank you for conversing with me via the comments. I always love that. So you can boost your confidence by having better health, choosing to have better health, choosing to do what you can do, what God intended for you to be able to do to help the body help you. I see you, Laverne. I see you, Kathy. Thank you so much. And I'm here every Thursday. Well, this is Tuesday, right? This is Tuesday for the Vibrant Good Health Show at 6 p.m. The regular time is 6 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'm talking about your health and wellness, all those things that you can do to help your body help you live a more vibrant life. And one of the main focuses is, as a lymphologist, I'm talking about how to activate and maintain a healthy lymphatic system to have better health. And then on Thursdays, I have my show, which is called Let's Get Acquainted with Hillary Gooden. And on that show is I use it as a platform to promote other people, to bring on, to interview, and also to allow them to talk about who they are and what they do in the world to help other people. There are so many people doing great things. And so I use my platform to help boost them out so people will know about them. So if you're interested to be on this show, you can put Let's Get Acquainted in the comment or direct message me that you would like to be on the show. Again, that's every Thursday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And the Reboot Your Health from the Inside Out is starting November the 13th, and it's going to run for 6 weeks. And we're going to talk about the words, your thoughts, and just different things that you can do. And then we'll have those exercises, those things to do in between each session, so that you can try it out and be able to report back, yay or nay, or maybe we need to tweak it here or there for you. And so I'm just excited because now is always the time to get things, to do things better, to do that best, and then better than the best yesterday. So that's who I am. That's what I do. Um, Again, if you're interested, just put reboot in the comments. Thank you to all my replay viewers. Please do also put reboot and make sure you share this broadcast out. So thank you all for being here. And I'm just going to say good night. Laverne said, great information. Thank you so much. Good night and God bless you all.